All right, all you cool cats and kittens. Perfect timing, because literally right after I kind of signed off or whatever, the GoPro overheated and shut down. So it was literally perfect timing. So what we got to do here, we're not gonna take the door panel all the way off. We're gonna take this little guy here, and I like to just leave the door latch like mostly shut, so this little thing doesn't go flying, and literally, boop, pop. You see, slide out. It's not directional, it just slides straight in, so that works perfect. And then I usually put the hardware right there, and one Phillips screw. Ta-da! And then what we'll do, it doesn't really much matter which side you start on. I like to take this tool and just kind of work it. You can go all the way back here if you want. There's a tab back here, and there's also a push tab down in here. So we'll just go ahead. There's a metal tab down in there. Let me see if we can. There we go. This metal tab here, if you do take the door panels all the way off, you got to make sure that this is not attached to the door panel so you can hook that back in. Otherwise, you'll never get this panel back on straight. Same as the 24s, the previous body style, whatever. Then we'll just come in here and pull your sweep out. Pay attention, it's got this little hooky bit. Let me see if I can go around to the front here and show you what I'm talking about. It's got this guy. This whole thing comes up and out. I don't really find it necessary to remove it for what we're doing, but this little push pin, you can actually pry that up and out, just don't lose it, and that holds this part together, if that makes sense. This part is basically attached to the door. This part is just for the window sweep. You can leave it in or you can pull it, doesn't matter. Process is pretty much the same on the front. Again, pop that little guy out. Phillips screw. And one exception is obviously this little trim piece here. And there we go. One little push tab, and then whatever you want to call that little thing. I like to set them up on the dash most of the time. Sometimes I'll set them on the seat, just depends. But I like to put them somewhere they're not going to get stepped on or damaged or anything like that. Same deal as the back. Let me show you where we're sliding this in. So here's our window sweep. We want to go underneath this plastic, in between the door panel and the sweep. Now this down here is a little bit more tricky because it kind of latches over, but not that big of a deal. We're just releasing the tabs. All right, supervisor came out. Anyway, where were we? Boom. I like to start at the front. You can pull it up, and usually I just go out this way. This is kind of what I was talking about. You can disconnect this thing, or you can just pull that rubber piece out, and really you can set that rubber piece down here like that if you want. Wouldn't leave it like that forever just so it doesn't get deformed, but you know, for half hour or whatever, not a big deal. Or like I said, you can just lift it, put it back into place. We still have plenty of clearance between our gasket and the glass. Not a big deal. So now we got everything tore apart. Let's go ahead and start laying some film.